Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe and like. Now back to the news. Kid Rock is in hot water again. During a new interview with Rolling Stone, the far-right rocker allegedly waved a gun in the journalist's face and used the N-word repeatedly. Last month, journalist David Peisner joined the all-summer-long singer, 53, at his Nashville home for an interview largely centered around politics and his unwavering support of Donald Trump, whom he referred to as his bestie. However, after drinking some wine and at least 3 or 4 Jim Beam and Diet Coke cocktails, Peisner said the rapper became drunk and belligerent. At one point, while arguing about politics, Rock, whose birth name is Robert James Ritchie, reached behind his chair and pulled out a gun, waving it in Peisner's face. "And I got a f***ing goddamn gun right here if I need it," he allegedly shouted. "I got them everywhere." Despite the picture singer brandishing his firearm, the pair continued chatting for over an hour, with Rock casually dropping racial slurs without flinching. According to Peisner, he used the N-word several times, while recalling old conversations with friends, yet it didn't stop there. "It's worth mentioning these are not the only times Ritchie drops the N-word during my visit," the journalist wrote. "It'd be easy to label this as the rantings of a drunk racist, but as with everything that Ritchie does, it's hard to know how calculated it all is." Over the last decade, Rock, who grew up in the upper middle class, has grown increasingly polarizing, going from a fun-loving country rocker to an outspoken MAGA mouthpiece. "I'm part of the problem," he acknowledged. "I'm one of the polarizing people, no question. Sometimes I bitch about other people, then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, yeah, why did you shut the FK up too?" Elsewhere in the interview, Rock made several other disturbing comments about immigrants and black people, even joking that his middle-aged white butler goes by the racially charged nickname Uncle Tom. However, Peisner also interviewed several of the musician's former acquaintances, many of whom questioned how much of Rock's persona is just bravado to manage the emotional fallout of a waning career, compared to actually having such right-wing deep-seated beliefs. When the interviewer, whom Rock called a college snowflake, asked to leave, the Bod Abba singer put up a fight. In fact, the pair ended up chest-to-chest with Rock getting into Peisner's face. However, Rock eventually gave in and agreed to drive the journalist a half-mile up to his car. Once they made it up the driveway on Rock's ATV, the two shook hands before the rapper asked for one final favor. "Would you do me a favor?" he asked. "Just write the most horrific article about me. Do it. It helps me."